Well, first of all, Mickey, congratulations. You've been named the first team captain, of course. How big of an honour is that?
Yeah, it's a big honour. Obviously, I held it at the end of last season when Luke got injured, unfortunately. But no, yeah, I've held it at a couple of clubs before, and yeah, it's an honour. But like we've always said, we've got a lot of leaders out there. The only difference is I'll be the one wearing the armband.
But how do you feel your role is? You know, what sort of captain would you say you were?
I don't think it changes me, if I'm honest. Like I said before, the only difference is maybe you can talk to the ref a little bit more. And so I think I'll still lead how I lead without an armband on. I still believe that I'm a leader, and hopefully I can continue that as captain now.
Of course, at the end of last season, you spotted the highs and lows, and that's what football is all about. Unfortunately, there are some lows. But you're coming to a brand new season. Has that all been gone now and through the door, and focus firmly on what you've got ahead?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm pretty experienced at doing that one, the lows of at Wembley. So no, I think you have to try and forget it as quickly as you can. Really, you can, if you dwell on it, it's going to go into the new season. I'm sure there's that little thought of it because you don't want it to happen again. So there's always that mindset where you've got to try that little bit harder to make sure it doesn't happen.
You had a terrific team spirit last season, of course. Have you spotted that same, that there's new players come in? Have they gelled in well, and the other players all in it together? If you've still got that?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I came in last year, I settled in really, really well, really quickly. So I think that's the most important thing, that we try and do that again, and we have done that. I think the trip away into Portugal helped massively, living in each other's shadows for 24/7. So yeah, that was massive. The boys, I'm sure if you ask all the new lads that have come in this year, we're a welcoming group. We've welcomed them quickly, made friendships already. So the boys are buzzing and just raring to go.
How much is camaraderie worth in a dressing room in the modern day?
I think it's one of the biggest things. I think that that overshadows the talent a little bit, because if you're all working for each other, you're willing to go that extra 10% for each other, the man next to you on the pitch, then that overshadows the talent a little bit, and then you can just let the talent do its work.
What's the pre-season been like? You've done quite a few now.
Yeah, it's been good, to be fair. Obviously the first few weeks is where the hard graft and the running comes in, but look, that's every pre-season. You're used to that, and then the balls come out quite quickly, which was quite nice to see. And the boys have worked really hard. They've come back in great shape, and look, I think it's now done. Everyone's buzzing, and it's just ready to go on Saturday now.
Obviously, we'll await the team that's been selected for 2 o'clock on Saturday for the Barrow game. But you know everything about the squad, and you've got quite a lot of young players coming in, especially a couple of the lads have come in the last few weeks as well. For you as an experienced player and the captain now, do you like that responsibility that you can try and help them progress their careers? Yeah,
I think for the last few years I've been trying to maybe bring that into my game a little bit more, using my experience of the amount of games that I've played to help the young lads through, whether that was here the last season at Newport, the last couple of years when I was there. So yeah, it's one of those things that I take that responsibility on, but although they're young, they've played a lot of games for the football club. So if they need the help of the senior players here, then they'll have it, but I'm sure they're capable of doing it themselves as well, but we're there if they need us.
Of course, it's all kicking off at Barrow for you. First up, it's a 3-game, 7-day sort of week, first week of the season. Again, it's going to test you in terms of your fitness, but it's something you look forward to, games of football now. Yeah,
that's what pre-season sets you up for the first couple of months of the season before you sort of get back into the swing of things. And like you say, we've got 3 games, 3 tough games in 7 days, and everyone's just raring to go. Then we just want it to happen. You get into pre-season, you're happy that you're back playing, but then the last couple of weeks of pre-season, you just want the proper stuff to start, and thankfully now it will do on Saturday.
So you still get the buzz of a new season?
Oh, massively, yeah. Look, I've played many games, I've had many pre-seasons under my belt, but each one's the same. You just want it to start.
Just a word on overall, what are your thoughts on League Two? How do you view it?
It's going to be very tough again. I think like last year, maybe you could say it's a little bit more open this year. They haven't got the massive spenders that there was last year. There's a few teams that have still had a right go at it, but I think as it was last year, anyone can beat anyone on the day, and we were very close, and hopefully we'll be up there again.